What's up, everybody? So, gonna be talking about episode 2 of the Vampire Diaries. Title of the episode is The Night of the Comet. So, the episode starts with a guy and a girl who are out in the woods camping because they want to see this comet. Well, guy ends up leaving the tent to go and check on something, and he doesn't return. Girlfriend goes to check on him, and as she's looking around, she's starting to get a little weirded out, a little scared, and you hear some dripping on the tent. Well, she turns to look at it, and it's blood, and her boy toy is dead up in a tree. And then she gets attacked and eaten as well. So, after that, we go back to Vicky in the hospital because she got attacked in the previous episode by Damon. And Jeremy, Elena's younger brother, and Vicky is Jeremy's love interest. Well, he goes to check on Vicky, and Vicky just kind of gives him the cold shoulder and everything, saying how, oh, well, I like Tyler because he's kind of starting to be nice to me again. So, yeah, I don't know, I don't like Tyler very much. Anyways, so after that, their aunt, and when I say they, I mean Elena and Jeremy's aunt, whose name is Jenna, gets called into the school because Jeremy's been skipping classes. And instead of, talking to the principal or a school counselor, for whatever flippin' reason, it's the history teacher, Mr. Tanner, who is giving Jenna the rundown, saying how horrible Jeremy is and how he's nothing but a druggie and all this stuff. And I hate that guy. Seriously, I don't know what the hell his problem is. I mean, dude, you're a history teacher, and not even a very good one at that. You're a grade A douchebag, and for some reason you have a god complex. Jeez. Even though kudos to the actor, though. Really, really fine acting. But anyways, enough about that. We don't get to... Well, anyways. So, Elena and Matt, a little bit later on in the episode, are outside of the school talking about Vicky. Well, Vicky told Matt, because Matt is Vicky's brother, that she got attacked by a vampire. And while Stefan's outside, he is a vampire. He's got super hearing and whatnot. He eavesdrops on their conversation and hears what Vicky said. So he's like, crap, gotta cover up tracks. So he goes to the hospital to Vicky and compels her to say that it was an animal attack. Well, he narrowly avoids Matt. Like, Matt sees him and goes to confront Stefan, but Stefan just beats feet out of there. And so, anyways, after that, Vicky's saying, like, no, I got attacked by an animal. So, then we go to Bonnie and Caroline. I love Bonnie. She's great. They're talking about everything that had been happening, how weird all that stuff is. And Caroline's like, oh, I met this super hot, mysterious guy the other day, and I can't find him. I think I'd like to get to know him better. Well, that is Damon. So, Elena comes up, and Caroline ends up telling her, like, look, you gotta move forward with stuff. Stefan's really hot, blah, 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 girl talk, and you should give Stefan a chance. So, Elena's like, hey, well, you know what, maybe you're right. So, she goes to Stefan's house to go and talk to him. But he is not there. Damon is. Now, this is the first time that Elena and Damon meet. So it's like, hey, I'm Damon, I'm Stefan's brother. And Elena's like, well, Stefan never told me that he had a brother. And Damon's like, oh, well, there's a lot of stuff that Stefan's keeping from you. And then he tells her about Stefan's ex, Catherine. And he gives her his side of the story. So, sorry. Then Stefan actually does turn up and asks Elena to leave. And Damon's like, oh, well, Damon's just being Damon and whatnot. Saying how, oh, you know, bring out the family album, blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, it's just Damon. He's trying to screw stuff up with Stefan and Elena. So Vicky gets released from the hospital. She works at the local bar and grill. And Damon is there, and she sees Damon, and she kind of remembers him, and so she gets a little freaked out and leaves. Damon follows her and attacks her again. Well, Jeremy's also looking for her, can't find her anywhere, so he gets a little posse together to look for Vicky, because remember, Jeremy's still got the hots for Vicky. Then Stefan hears her screaming. She's up on the roof with Damon. He goes up there to stop her, or to stop Damon. Damon's threatening to throw her off the roof. Well, eventually Damon backs down. He doesn't kill her, and he compels her to forget everything, and so it's fine. Well, let's see here. So, anyways, Stefan wants to get to know Elena a bit better, so he's asking Bonnie and Caroline about her, and it is Bonnie that gives Stefan Elena's phone number. That stupid thing. I am sorry, guys. God, I hate how annoying that is. Because there's a button to turn that little thing off, but it always turns itself back on. So I need to pay better attention to that. So anyways. So Bonnie writes down the phone number, gives it to Stefan, but when she touches him, she has like a vision kind of thing, and she gets like really disturbed by what she sees. So anyways, Stefan and Elena meet again over at Stefan's house, where Stefan apologizes for how he'd been acting and everything. And then, you know, Elena kind of confides in him about how scared she is about like really moving on and all this stuff, because she's very deeply affected by what happened to her parents. I mean, you know, she was there in the back seat and almost died too, so that's very understandable. Well, anyways, they have their first kiss and they basically start dating. Now, Damon ends up seeing Caroline and kind of stalks her over to her car, where they finally meet and everything, and they flirt, and they end up in Caroline's room, and they're about to get it on, where Damon ends up biting her, you know, sucking her blood. So that's the end of the episode. And, you know, I gotta admit, I really enjoyed it. Vampire Diaries is a good series. I started to watch it with my wife a while ago, but then I stopped for, I can't remember, whatever reason. I apologize if I said this again, or if I did already say that. I kind of have the tendency to say the same things over and over, so I apologize for that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really need to get a lot better at actually making and uploading these videos. As like I said, I really got to get caught up with everything. So, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.